Good afternoon everyone. So in last period we already discussed about the velocity time graph. So in the velocity time graph I already explained there are the two types. One is a uniform velocity graph and second one is uniform accelerated velocity graph. So what is the difference between the uniform velocity graph and the accelerated uniform velocity graph? So the difference between two things that is we will discuss with one diagram. So students, here you can see one straight path is there. So on that straight path some points is already given, a point A, B, C, D and point E. Okay, so first discuss about the uniform velocity time graph. So uniform velocity time graph means the distance between these 2 points, it is a 2 meter, and within a 2 meter the velocity is suppose 40 meter per second. Velocity is 40 meter per second. In next 2 seconds, again the velocity is 40 meter per second. In again 2 seconds velocity is same. In again 2 seconds velocity is same. It means that the interval of time is also same and the velocity is constant. There is no change in velocity, and that time whenever we are drawing the velocity graph, so it is a parallel with the x-axis. So yesterday also we discussed about that. Suppose this is 2, 4 and the 6, and here is our velocity 10, 20, 30 and the 40. If velocity is constant, so we are getting the velocity time graph. It is a straight line, but that straight line is parallel with the x-axis. So this is uniform velocity graph. By using this graph we already find the distance. Okay, so by using the velocity time graph, uniform velocity time graph, we can calculate the distance. So today our point of discussion is accelerated uniform velocity. So what is the difference between uniform velocity and accelerated uniform velocity? So here again consider the straight line. Instead of 40 meter, if first within 2 seconds he covers the 10 meter per second, in next 2 seconds same thing, same object cover, same object is having 20 meter per second velocity. In next 2 seconds same object is having 30 meter per second velocity, and at last the same object is having 40 meter per second velocity. It means that velocity is not constant, velocity is increasing, but the intervals of velocity is also equal and the time interval is also equal. It means that velocity is increasing, but it is increasing with the same intervals of time, and the velocity is also increases with the same interval. Okay, so first 10 meter increases, afterwards again 10 meter increases, again 10 meter increases. It means that the time interval and the velocity intervals both are equal, but velocity is increases, velocity is not constant. So that is known as the accelerated uniform velocity. So by using that velocity we can calculate first acceleration. Okay, accelerated velocity means that we are getting the acceleration. So here in front of you one diagram is there. So observe the diagram carefully. On the x-axis, along with the x-axis time is there, along with the y-axis velocity is there. So here time intervals are there, 2 seconds, 4 seconds and the 6 seconds, and on the y-axis 10 meter per second, 20 meter per second, 30 meter per second and the 40 meter per second. So here we have to draw the diagram as already we already discussed about that. So in first, so here is a 0, initial point is 0. So at 0 second velocity is also 0. Then after 2 seconds velocity is 10 meter per second. Then in next 2 seconds the velocity is 20 meter per second. In the next 2 seconds the velocity is 30 meter per second. So like that way velocity is increases. So I joined all these points. So I got the straight line. Okay, here is a straight line. So this straight line is showing the velocity time graph, accelerated velocity time graph. So in first case also one straight line is there, in second case also straight line is there, but here the straight line is parallel with the x-axis. It is parallel with the it is a vertical line, it is horizontal line, it is parallel with the x-axis. But in this case you can see that the line which we got, that is not parallel with the x-axis. So accelerated uniform velocity graph, we are getting the straight line, but that straight line is not parallel with the x-axis. So by using this diagram, we have to find out the acceleration. So let us consider 2 points. Here we have to find out the slope. By using the slope we can calculate the acceleration. So here just consider 2 points, point A and point B. So on the x-axis we already shown the time, so it means that it is a time interval t1 and the t2. So velocity is denoted by using s, so it is a s1 and the s2. In place of velocity we can consider here point x1 and x2 also, and here point y1 and the y2. So we know that the formula of acceleration, it is a change in velocity upon time, but here by using the slope also we can calculate the acceleration. So how to calculate? So a is equal to y2 minus y1, that is a change in velocity also we can say that, upon x2 minus x1. So here the value of y2 is 20 and the value of y1 is 10 divided by value of x2 is 4 minus 2. So here 10 upon 2 is equal to 5 meter per second square. So here our acceleration is equal to 5 meter per second square. So by using the slope also we can calculate the acceleration. So now the next part, that is the most important part. By using this graph also we can calculate the distance travel, total distance travel by the object. So again let us consider. So here in front of you one diagram is there. By using that we already find out the acceleration. Now it is time to find out the distance. So here we already consider 2 points A and B. Now again point C, D. Okay, so by using this trapezoid can we find out the value of total distance? So again we have to make it easier. So draw one line, parallel line along with the x-axis from point A, and insert one name, that is a point E. So here clearly you can see that ACDE is a rectangle and ABE is a triangle. So it is very easy to calculate the total distance travel, because the total distance travel is equal to total area covered. जितना भी एरिया है उतना एरिया, that is equal to distance travel. So the total distance is equal to total area of graph. So in the graph clearly you can see that one rectangle is there and one triangle is there. So it is none another, total area of graph is none other, it is a sum of area of rectangle plus area of triangle. So here area of rectangle, like rectangle is ACDE, and the area of triangle is ABE, triangle ABE. So students, we know that the area of rectangle, it is a length multiplied by the breadth, and the area of triangle is 1 upon 2 multiplied by base upon, base multiplied by the height. So here CD, that is a length multiplied by the breadth DE, plus area of rectangle is half 1 upon 2 multiplied by base, that is a AE, multiplied by the height is BE. Now it is time to put the values. So CD is none another, CD is time intervals 4 minus 2, it will be 2, and DE is 10 meter per second. 1/2 multiplied by A is again another, it is a 2 multiplied by BE again 10. So here total distance is equal to 30 meter. Okay, so by using that also we can calculate the total distance covered by the object. So students, look at here, once again I am going to revise the same point. So here we discuss about the uniform velocity and the accelerated velocity, uniform motion and the accelerated motion. So uniform motion means that there is a no change in velocity, and accelerated velocity means that there is a change in velocity. So by using that we can calculate the distance also and the acceleration also. So acceleration, how the acceleration, because the acceleration is equal to change in velocity upon time. So by taking the slope also we can calculate the acceleration. So A is equal to, we are having slope, that is a y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. By using that we can calculate the acceleration. Now the second thing is that, so by using that graph we can calculate the distance. So total distance covered is equal to total area of graph. Okay, total area of graph. So here total area of graph is none other, it is the sum of area of rectangle plus area of triangle. So we know that area of rectangle is equal to length multiplied by the breadth, and the area of triangle is equal to 1/2 multiplied by base into height. So by using that we put all the values in that. So you can change the values also. So here you can take 0.1, 0.2, 0.3 seconds also. Here on the y-axis 2 seconds, 4 seconds, 6 seconds we can take. So like that way we can change the values also. So students, I hope you got the concept. If you are having any doubt, any queries, so you can ask me in live session. Again I will clear your doubts. So for today, thank you very much. After that I am going to send you assignment. So that assignment you have to complete and send me on my personal mobile number. Thank you very much students. We will meet in next period. Thank you.